Hello, hello. Oh my goodness. And are you as excited as I am? I hope you are. And I hope you can hear me. And I'm still new enough to streaming that I have to check every single time I start. So please tell me, can you hear me on YouTube? Can you hear me on Twitch? You probably can't hear me on Facebook because something's going on there and it's weird. And whenever somebody clicks on the live stream, it doesn't work. Still working on that. Let me know. Oh, yes, you can hear on Twitch. Great. Thank you so much, Frothy Cat. It's the final countdown. Please don't copyright strike me. Da-da-da-da-da. All right. Who we got? Yeah, great to see you, Various. Thanks for coming, Tolkien Fan Forever. We got Weege1973. We got Bruno. I can see Merrick Steele. Cool. Hopefully, you guys are all as excited as I am about this game. And I hope that you are familiar with the David Blaine Magic specials, and this is why. I want to set it up like one of those. Maybe a little bit less douche, maybe 30% less douche. Oh, thank you, Scan36, for following me on Twitch. We'll get to the following on Twitch in just a second, but why do I mention David Blaine? I'm not a huge David Blaine fan, but imagine a box. Here I have a sealed copy of the brand new revealing today. They announced a week ago. Today is the first day of Gen Con, which is a big conference in America land for board games and tabletop gaming of all kinds. And it's a little bit interesting this year because of COVID. So I've seen pictures this morning of closed up booths and of wider walkways, and it's not nearly as crowded. Fewer people decided to come because they value their lives. I don't know what decisions they came to. Oh, thank you so much for following on Twitch, Hexagon Orb. But the situation is the rest of us aren't there. If you're in this chat, you're probably not at Gen Con right now. This is called Gen Can't. This is I can't make it to Gen Con, or I value my life over board games, bizarrely. So what Asmodee Canada has done is sent me a copy of this game. Like I say, it's brand new. We're going to take a look at it, and it's in shrink because I'm going to do three things. I'm going to unbox it. Then we're going to learn how to play it together. Do I know how to play this game? No, I don't. I don't even know what's in the box beyond what's in the on the back of the box, the picture. So you might have seen this if you've checked this out on Board Game Geek. You might have seen this thing, but those are the only clues I have. And of course, and then we're gonna play it. You're thinking, Ryan, wouldn't you have done more research before this stream? And I tried. It's so brand spanking raw, cutting edge, bleeding new. I asked Asmodee Canada to send me a rules PDF just so I could familiarize myself, and they said, sure, we'll get that right to you. And then they didn't. So the reason why I think it's okay to do something as flagrantly irresponsible as open, learn, and play a game sight unseen on a stream is this. Here's the situation with Seven Wonders Architects. It's in the Seven Wonders family, so it's themed wonders. It has, if you've played Seven Wonders before, hands up, by the way, in the chat, if you've played Seven Wonders or the spin-off Seven Wonders Duel, which is a two-player version, slightly different, but you'll recognize some of the iconography. This is the shields icon that's all about fighting and war, and then you'll notice the blue with the laurel leaves. Looks like similar resources, stone and gold, and maybe a couple different resources. I don't know what these two things are, but a lot of the same stuff going on visually. But this is why they made this product. Obviously, it's pretty clear why they themed it Seven Wonders, because you get a IP universe going, and if people liked Seven Wonders or Seven Wonders Duel, they see this on the shelf, they think, aha, that's familiar, and it's a lot easier to get people to part with their cash with something they are familiar with than something that's totally brand new. Okay, so we get that. Note the format. I thought this was kind of interesting. It's a smaller box than what you'll find Seven Wonders in. Seven Wonders is what we board game hobbyists are used to. It's in a big square box and a little bit thin. This one's shrunky downy, a little bit shorter and rectangular. It's pretty thick. I was surprised at how thick it was when it came. But I was at Walmart the other day looking through their horror show of a board game section. It's a bit different, I think, here in Canada than it is in the United States. But I thought to myself, hey, they've gone with this format probably because it fits in better with the stuff that you'd find on a shelf, maybe at Walmart or at Target. Now, at Target in the United States, they do have some decent hobbyist games available. So I should pay attention to what you're saying to me. I've played the base one at my FLGS. I've played Seven Wonders, says Tolkien Fan Forever, and Seven Wonders Duel. You've played both of them. So have I. Mohammed says, I've never played it, but I'd love to see people playing it. And Weege says, Duel with Pantheon and or Agora are super. Yeah, Pantheon is the spin-off, the expansion to Seven Wonders Duel. I quite like it. I have Agora over there in my corner. It's still in shrink. Haven't busted it out yet. I've played. I have trouble reading your name, Frothy Cat, just because it's the purple on blue. It's hard to make out. But you say I've played both Seven Wonders and Duel, no expansions though. And there are a few expansions to Seven Wonders, or expansion promo cards. Both games are very good. So here's what they're trying to do with this one. And this might shock you. Oh, thank you so much for following me, Zamboni2535. This might shock you. The designer of Seven Wonders took a look at Seven Wonders and thought, this game is too difficult. Which is bizarre to us as hobby board game players, because you think of all the games out there, like Seven Wonders Duel is one of the entry-level ones, right? It's one of the easier ones out there to play and teach. But if you looked into your heart of hearts and you were honest with yourself, you would come to the conclusion that they did, perhaps, that Seven Wonders Duel is easy. Oh, sorry, Seven Wonders originally is easy for board gamers. But it's not necessarily easy for the moms and dogs crowd. It's not necessarily easy for the family crowd, or just for, what we might call filthy casuals. Are you with me? So what they thought is they want an entry-level game, not entry-level for board gamers, but entry-level for everybody. So they're trying to go much more broad with the appeal with this. And I suspect, just looking at the box, I'm going to open it in just a second, but just looking at the box, if you've played Seven Wonders, you're building a little city and you're taking cards and you're drafting them. So you've got a mitt full of cards, a splay of cards. You grab the card you want and then you pass the cards over to your left while somebody simultaneously passes cards over to your right, and then you take another card. So it's card drafting like that. That's how it works. Now check out how it's laid out on the back here. 1, 2, 3. Dead simple, no-brainer. Choose a card from the 3 available. So it looks like the card draft isn't in there. 2, play it in front of you. And then 3, use its ability to construct your wonder, make scientific discoveries, that's the green stuff if you know Seven Wonders, or battle against your neighbors. So it's simplified, right? And I suspect that one of the things that the game has done away with, if you've got kids, let me know in the chat if you've got kids. If you've got kids, you know that one of the hardest things for little hands and developing brains to wrestle with is splaying cards. And it's such a basic thing in card games and board games. It's just having your little mitt full of cards and splaying them out like this. And it's tough if you've ever tried to play board games with your kids. They lack the coordination, the muscle control. They're constantly dropping their cards. They want to lay them out all in front of them, and then you say, I can see your cards, and now I can really smoke you at this game. You know what I mean? So I could see why they might want to go with something that doesn't require people to display cards. That's automatically more family friendly. You got 2 kids, says Bruno, but too young for these games at the moment. Yeah, they might be. How old are your kids, Bruno? Let me know. I strongly disagree that Seven Wonders is an entry-level game, says Zava, based on experiences with newcomers. That's why I'm very excited about this. Yes, Seven Wonders, Richard L says, Seven Wonders is too difficult. Oh boy, I guess this is for the Walmart crowd. I guess mass market is where the money is. Yes, it absolutely is. I cover a lot of deep cut games on the channel on Nights Around a Table, and the top video of all time on the channel, the most viewed thing, is another Asmodee acquired game. I mean, they're all Asmodee acquired by this point, but is Catan. It's just it, and it's not even, there's not even a close second. It just smokes every other video I've put out there handily. And then I think the second most watched video on the channel is Cities and Nights. Actually, no, the second most watched video is the one where I burned the things off my eyes with acid. But the third most is Cities and Nights. If you haven't seen any of those videos, go check them out, especially the acid one. That one's fun. But yeah, mass market, that absolutely is where the bucks is. And when I was at Walmart, I saw a game called something like I Wish I Didn't Know, Family Edition, and it's just like gross trivia about boogers and guts and stuff for families, for a nice family game night. But it was in the exact same format as this box, so it looks like they've constructed it to fit on the shelf. Let's crack it open and see what we got. Now, later on in the stream, I should say, I'm going to be giving away a copy of this game. And Fuzzy Musket is now following it. Thank you so much, Fuzzy Musket. I'm going to be giving away a copy of this game, and let me put some parameters around that. I'm not going to be giving away a copy. Asmodee Canada is going to be giving away a copy. And Asmodee Canada is going to be giving away a copy when Asmodee Canada gets a copy. So we're going to pick a winner later on in the stream, and I'm going to send your details off to Asmodee Canada. And then once they have copies, when can you get this, by the way? Q4 2021. So that's in the last 4 months of the year. So we're in the window. So they're happy to ship you a copy. Second thing, I hope you were able to check the rules and regs. That giveaway, we can all watch the stream, but that giveaway is for residents of Canada only, because it's Asmodee Canada, and that's who they want to send a copy to. And the third thing is that, thank you very much if you're watching this on YouTube, but unfortunately, the mechanism that I have designed and coded to pick a winner for giveaways and contests and things is only functional on Twitch. So if you want to enter the giveaway and you're a resident of Canada, you need to be watching on Twitch so that you can enter a command to be put on the list. If you're not from Canada and you just want to find out more about the game and you're watching from YouTube, by all means stay on YouTube. But any Canucks watching on YouTube right now might want to jump ship and go to twitch.tv/Knights Around a Table and watch me there instead. So all of that aside. Yeah, that's right. Giveaways are only available in Canada. Just making sure that you know that. Gonna make me open up Twitch, eh? Yes, I am, Richard. Nah, nuts. 3 and 5 years old, says Bruno. Yeah, 3 and 5 years old is tough. The very youngest I think I've ever seen a player play a modern board game. I was in a Catan tournament one year in a church basement. I remember very clearly because there was a 6-year-old girl there playing, and she was really good, and she could hold her cards, and she could strategy. She held her own pretty well. I was really surprised, and I thought, oh boy, when my little kids, I have two daughters. I thought when my little kids are 6, I'll be able to play board games with them. Turns out they hate board games. But let's just get to the game, right? And we'll crack it open and discover together. Why is this box so thick, I'm wondering? What could possibly be in here? That cardboard mat, some cards, it looks like a couple of chits. I don't know why. And it's heavy too. And I believe this retails, this is going to go for MSRP in Canada, in Canuck bucks, it's going to be $60. So that's probably, what was that, $50 in the American land dollars. Here we go. Da-da-da. Oh, 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 oh. Listen closely. Mystery. Oh. It's like opening the tomb of Tutankhamun. Thematic. It's not coming. Come on now. All right. Box fartometer. Now, come on, box fartometer. Don't let me down. It's let me down. Go, box fartometer. The box fartometer is not working, but I would give that a 0. That's a 0 on the old box fartometer. Right off the top of the game, of the box, we have, before your first game, apply 1 sticker to each one of the stickers. Open the 3 card decks and sort them by the design on the card backs to end up with 7 wonder decks, 25 cards each. Okay, we'll do that. Punch out the wonders, all 5 pieces from the punch boards. Great, so we're going to do all this. These are some more stickers. Great, instructions handy. Here's a little catalog for 7 Wonders stuff by Repos. So the test here, by the way, the David Blaine thing, the test here is whether we're going to pretend to be mass market people brand new to the game. We decided to take a chance on this instead of I Wish I Didn't Know That : Family Edition Booger Trivia game. So we decided to take a chance on this because it looks lovely. Can we, as a family, figure out how to play this game together? Picture your grandma going into this box, right? Picture your friend Joe at the office. Oh, I grabbed this so maybe I can play it with the family. Let's see if Joe can figure out this game. How do you switch between cameras? Foot pedal? Yes, I'm switching with a foot pedal. Thank you for asking. So I have, now this is the other crazy thing. The most time that I spend setting up these streams is configuring the camera angle so that I can, when I play a board game, I can fit it all within the camera bounds. I have no idea how big this game is, what kind of table space it takes up, so I wasn't able to set the cameras ahead of time, so I just kind of guessed. So I have 2 things going on. I've got foot pedals, this is the Ryan shot, that's the overhead shot, and now I have a close-up cam over here where I've put the cover of the box. So that's usually where I store like the player area stuff, the player mat stuff. And I also have a few other camera angles, so just in case, and I'm controlling those using a really cool thing called Touch Portal on an old iPhone. So here's the top and then there's the bottom of my table, so I can bounce to different sections. And then I did like a here's the top again. Then I did like a close-up, like a zoomed in of this area, just in case we need to get a closer view on cards or something. I don't know. And like I said, it's a complete guess. I don't know if that's going to be sufficient, but let's discover together, shall we? All right. Yeah, fartometer fail. Sorry about that. Sorry about the fartometer. I know why, and fixing it is challenging. Okay, overview and goal of the game. Ooh, watch the rules video. I wonder who did the rules video. It wasn't me. All right. Overview and goal of the game. Seven Wonders Architects plays over several turns. Right. On your turn, choose one of the 3 cards. These cards represent different characters who will help you gather resources to construct your wonder, make scientific discoveries, or even battle with your neighbors. The game ends when a wonder... Thank you so much for following me, Zava. The game ends when a wonder is entirely constructed. Achieve the highest score to win the game. So in other Seven Wonders games, you can construct multiple wonders. This is curtains when you build one wonder. And then here's another thing that I thought was, thank you so much for Cavernate for following me on Twitch. Do you need to follow me on Twitch in order to win the giveaway? Check the rules and regs. No, you don't, but isn't it nice that we can see that counter go up? And I would love it. Wouldn't be wonderful? They're not paying me to make this stream. They just sent me a copy of the game. But it would be wonderful if I could crack that magical 100 number for followers on Twitch. So if you're on Twitch and you haven't followed yet, give me a follow. That would be wonderful. Thank you. Colorblind friendly is one of the things that they are promoting. And thank you so much, Ariel, for following me on Twitch. I appreciate that. So hopefully this is a bit more zoomed in. Colorblind friendly symbols. But it's funny, you know, other games have colorblind friendly symbols, but they don't really crow about it. Okay. I think we should punch everything, organize everything like these sheets say, and then we'll get into actually how to play it. So what else? Here's all your punch boards. Whoa, and they actually have cardboard. Look at this. Cardboard standees of presumably the wonders you're trying to build. Oh, that's a wonder. That's the Hanging Gardens of Babylon. That's what's going on. Oh my gosh. How many? Let me guess. Are there 7 of them? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There are 7, and each one represents one of the different wonders. So you're actually cardboard building the 7 different wonders. Thank you very much for following me. I missed it because who followed me? I was mystified by. Oh, thank you so much, BGHQ Game Lab. I appreciate the follow on Twitch. Cool. So you got cardboard stuff representing each wonder. Neat. So this is the Colossus at Rhodes. Presumably. Thank you, Uncle Phil, for following me on Twitch. Let's just punch this stuff out. So I'm going to keep these things together, everything by shape. Man, I saw a video where a guy was punching out a game, and he just went with his thumbs like a little machine gun, and I was very jealous. I didn't know I didn't have punching skills. Thank you so much, Richard, for following me on Twitch. I appreciate that. I didn't realize I didn't have punchy skills until that happened. Look, it's in pieces. The Colossus of Rhodes is in pieces. Wow. So that's interesting, isn't it? So it looks like, I'm going to guess they're all in pieces. I'm going to keep them all together. You get a bit nervous, when you punch at a game because you don't know, you've never played before, you don't know what stacks together. Going by shape is usually a good way to go. The 3 with the laurel leaves in Seven Wonders games is usually points, right? And here is the lighthouse of... Ooh, help me out in the chat. The lighthouse of... I forget where the lighthouse is from. These are the 7 wonders of the ancient world. There's a bunch of different 7 wonders, right? There's 7 wonders of the man-made world, 7 wonders of the ancient world, 7 wonders of the natural world, of which Niagara Falls is one, I believe. Lighthouse of Alexandria. Thank you very much. Ferocious Beach. I appreciate that. That's right, Alexandria. And so this is the... Oh, shout it out if you know it. The... And it's funny because doesn't it look like what's his face in Washington, the Colossus of Lincoln, the Lincoln Memorial is what I'm trying to think of. So what's the Zeus wonder called? Tell me if you know it. None of these are trivia necessary for the giveaway. I'm just asking. The giveaway, in case you're wondering, is just going to be, we're going to use the Player Picker 9000. When the time is right, you'll enter a command in chat if you're watching from Twitch and you're a Canadian resident. And it's just a big spinny wheel that'll pick your name. And if it breaks, which it has in the past, I will punch in all the names into an online answer checker after the fact. So this is the Hanging Gardens of Babylon. These are ready to go. I'm going to put them in their own little pile over here. I wonder if it's like off the top of the game, like pick the wonder you want to construct. I bet you anything that's what's going on. So here's a couple more tokens. These are the, if you've played other Seven Wonders games, these are the progress tokens that are related to scientific advancements. What's this one called? I don't recognize this wonder. I have not done my wonder research. I think this is a discard, but I'll keep it nearby just in case. Blam, blam, blam. And this one, is this the Acropolis? Tell me in chat. Of course it's not the Acropolis, you cur. Read a book. The Helicarnassus. God bless you. Is that the cat one? The Statue of Zeus. That's just what it's just called, the Statue of Zeus, Ryan. Calm down. Obviously. All right. Keep the columns of the, presumably the Acropolis. And of course, at the very bottom is the Great Pyramid of Giza, which is completely missing. Did I shuck it aside? I think I shucked it. Whoa! Oh, right. It was all these. It was all these pieces, wasn't it? These base pieces that came out the bottom. Yeah, these are the pieces. Oh, cool. Look, it's got like scaffolding, and then the little gold-tipped toppy top. Neato, neato. Okay. So a little bit more cardboard, and then we're into cards and things. And I spy, with my little eye, out of the corner of my eye, something interesting going on insert-wise. So I'm excited to show you that. Great. Great, 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 great. Okay. Back to it. What else do we have? We have a couple of spacers. We'll get rid of those. Oh, oh, look. Oh, some pretty things happening. We have a little standee for a thing. What thing? I'm not too sure. Is it for the cat? Likely. This is the only thing that maybe I'm not going to commit to that, but we've got a standee. Great. Look at this. Look at this. Oh my gosh. Oh, this beautiful vacuum-formed plastic. And these are a lot firmer. You know how you get vacuum-formed plastic and it feels like the stuff's just going to like tear at the slightest provocation? This is thicker stuff. This is not going anywhere. And this is even thicker. This little plastic, presumably card holder, is an even sturdier thing. So these are some quality made. This is much thicker than you would expect it to be. Inserts and card holders. Yeah, look at this. You get 1, 2, 3. Oh my gosh. 3. Oh my lord. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh my goodness. I didn't expect any of this. Did you? The Mausoleum of Helicarnassus. Thank you. The Mausoleum. That's the dark looking one with the cat. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I see what they're doing there. So there's 7 of these holders. Whoosh. And let me just put the box bottom aside. Here is the card action. Again, a really thick lid for this. You know, I'm really glad they included lids because a lot of companies are making these vacuum-formed inserts, and that's great, but then no lids, so everything slides out of them anyway. I don't know. 3 decks of cards, and you can already tell, I'm going to put it on the close-up cam over here, so you can already tell that the artwork is aged down. So it's a little bit more stylized, more cartoony. You see, I apologize that this is a little bit dimmer than my other view. So let's crack them open, and we'll sort them the way that the little instructions told us to. Is this a new standalone game or meant to hold all of the previous also? I believe this is a standalone game, so this isn't like an expansion to Seven Wonders. It's its own thing. Although, I was going to say this seems like a lot to fit in there, but I see what's going on now. There's 7 of these, so these are to hold all of the wonder pieces, right? So your... I'm assuming, and I'll double check. Uh-oh, do you fit? Yes, you fit. So all of the different pieces of the wonders you're assembling are going to go in these 7 different... oh, I almost forgot. Little cat. I think she was part of it. Great. So there's one batch of cards open. Batch of cards number 2. Hi all. The beat on the stream, exclamation mark, watching? I don't know what you mean. Yeah, standalone. Each tray holds pieces to a wonder. Yes, you're absolutely right, Tolkien fan forever. Along with some cards. And which cards? We don't know. Didn't it say we were supposed to split them up according to... Well, let's just read the instruction again. So the instruction says... Thank you, Extralrom, for following me on Twitch. I appreciate that. We're almost at 100. Look at that. That's grand. Before your first game, apply a sticker to each wonder tray. Aha. These are the wonder trays. We're going to apply the stickers. Got it. And they show the pieces that the wonders have in them. Great. Okay. And then we got to open the 3 card decks and sort them by design on the card backs. Yes. Here we are. No problem. We can do that game. Yellow, 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 yellow. Shazamity. Yeah, when Asmodee Canada approached me about doing this stream, they said, yeah, just do the stream like you did the Seven Wonders Duel stream. I'm like, that's a whole different thing, because I've played Seven Wonders Duel. I have no idea what's going on with this game whatsoever. Is it a different deck of cards per wonder? Yes, it is. Yes, look, all the symbols for all the different wonders are on the back, so this is really interesting. I was just thinking that I'd label the trays, but they thought of that too. Very good job, publisher. Yes, there is some definite production value going on in this whole thing. For totally sure. There's the Colossus deck. Okay, now I'm getting what's going on here. I'm catching what they're throwing. This is the Acropolis. Oh, Tones My Bones, thank you so much for the follow on Twitch. I appreciate it. What are we at, 97? Look at that. Almost there. Almost there. Do you need to follow in order to win a copy? No. But are you following because you're a wonderful person? Yes. Great. The green stuff. The Hanging Gardens. Now we've got some question mark cards. Dig that thematic music. A whole pile of question mark cards. I'm not too sure where they go yet, but yeah, let's start organizing this thing. I do a lot of reboxing videos on my channel because one of the conclusions that I came to was that I don't necessarily want my board game collection to grow bigger. You only have so much house, right, and so many shelves, and I'm the kind of person who can't bear to get rid of games. So I want to make my existing collection like deeper, like more interesting. So I got a 3D printer and I'm printing stuff out, trays like these and things just to hold things and make everything just a joy to take out and put away. So if you have never seen the channel before, if this is your first time experiencing Nights Around a Table, you'll see a lot of that kind of thing. I've partnered with Folded Space and with Laser Rocks and with Gaming Trunk to... They've sent me a bunch of inserts that whoops, that's where the mausoleum went. They sent me a bunch of inserts that I can make videos out of. So if you want to see any Laser Rock stuff get put together, or Folded Space, those are the foam core ones, or Gaming Trunk is another wood insert company that does things slightly differently than Laser Rocks, then check those out on the channel-roo. The Colossus bits, here they are. Already, this is fun. And look, they're cut so they fit. Nothing's not gonna fit. Beautiful. Okay. The Lighthouse of Alexandria. What do you think your max game count is? That's a great question. If you punch in, what is the command? The command. If you type in !commands, you'll see commands, and one of those commands is the command to link to my collection, and it's on Board Game Geek, so it should show you. Yeah, do that. That'll just take you to the website. It's a couple hundred. Those little white trays definitely won't fit sleeved cards. I'm going to challenge you on that. Maybe, maybe not. Let's look at the, so it looks like there's, I'm going to say a millimeter, I'm going to guess it's a millimeter gap around, so half a millimeter around the edge of that whole thing. So possibly. Now, I would argue that this isn't necessarily a product geared at the at the sleeve my cards crowd, you know what I'm saying? So if they don't fit, that's possibly why they don't fit, but I wouldn't count it out, you know? I might even have some sleeves kicking around that we could try. Would they fit these cards? I'm not too sure. Have you ever got, I tried buying sleeves for a card game the other day, and I didn't know this, but like, well, I knew that board games, you know, they'll just cut their cards willy-nilly, and it's, I said willy-nilly really bizarrely there for a second. They'll just cut the cards however they want, and then you have to be the one racing around trying to find sleeves that'll fit. And in the card gaming universe where people are playing like Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh! Or stuff, they're basically two sizes. So when I called around to different shops in town and I said, hey, I want card sleeves, they said, oh, which size? The big ones or the little ones? And I was like, oh, I don't know. I need them. And I gave a really specific, like 96 millimeters by 37.5 millimeters. They're like, what are you talking about? They said, that's even smaller than our smallest, like, Japanese card sleeve size. And I said, it's for a board game. They go, oh, board game sleeves. So it's its whole own thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I've done something wrong because I have these. Did I put the question mark ones in a box? I don't know what I've done. No, they're over here. I have something left over. I've done something extremely wrong. Did you catch the error? Congratulations, you earned 100 messages today, says Restream. Fantastic. That looks right. That looks right. 1, 2, 3. Oh, haha. Nice try, IHOP. Woo. It can be frustrating. Yeah, it's challenging. And I was trying to sleeve... thank you, Ryotac23. I had an insert from, I believe it's Gaming Trunk, for Dominion. And they have two different products. They've got one for unsleeved Dominion and sleeved Dominion. And so I thought, nah, that might be my excuse to sleeve Dominion. I don't usually sleeve games, but if you're going to sleeve your cards, sleeving deck builder cards is probably... That's the way I go. When the game can be ruined by a nick or a scratch in a card because you always know, oh, that's the 7-point bank card or whatever, then that's when I would definitely consider sleeving. So I was trying to find Dominion sleeves, and the ones I got had, I didn't shop properly, and they have opaque backs on them, which I didn't really want. I wanted sort of clear ones. So I looked around for non-opaque backs, and at that size, they just don't exist. We retail, thank you, Mark. Are you the one to take it to 100? Did we retail do it? Oh my gosh, I don't know. Let's wait till the counter updates. Dixit size cards. Oh, not tabloids. Rohit Dabaru wanted to be the home 100th. I don't know. They're fighting. They're racing. It'll update in a second. Thank you very much for following me on Twitch. That's wonderful. Yeah, you got to order them online. I looked, man. Amazon, whew, those sleeve prices are a little bit exorbitant. Now, are we to assume that the remaining things, here's what remains that don't fit in all those. You got these piece counters, and you've got a big pile of these 3-point chits. And you've got these tokens right here. And then you've got this big stack of question mark cards. Blajam. So that's what's left over. I'm going to wait till we sort of play it to see sort of how that all goes back in the box. Now, what I'm not going to do... the city... the Clyde Threeman? Did I read that name right? Thank you very much for the follow on Twitch. I appreciate that. And I forgot to put one piece of... Looks like gardens. No, that's... Are they double-sided too? Did I not realize that? Hold on, let's check that out. Because I noticed that one side of the... Oh, look at that. The opposite sides of all the pieces are like scaffolded, like they're constructing the wonder. Pretty cool, kids, pretty cool. Alrighty. So the one thing I'm not going to do that the instruction booklet so far tells us to do is I'm not going to put all these stickers on here because I think... Oh, or should I? I was going to say I think we get the point, but now that I'm looking at them, there's special things going on with each wonder. So maybe we have to. Now... Here's the thing about live streaming. It's scary and it's difficult. And I I marched headlong into my very first game on a live stream and then realized towards the end of it that I would have to do math for people live on camera. And I'm not very good with numbers at all. I get really, really nervous doing arithmetic, like even on my own, alone in a room with nobody nearby. So to have to do it live on camera was horrible. And now it comes to applying stickers. So this is possibly worse than doing math on camera. Because I'm a little bit fastidious when it comes to applying stickers. I don't know if you're like me, but if the stickers aren't... Man, it all stems from, remember when you get Lego sets as a kid and they'd make you put stickers on? And if it wasn't absolutely perfect, I'd throw a huge rang. Yark. Doink. Ooh, it looks pretty. The Giza Pyramid is complete. The roads, where are you? Cacophony. We'll learn the game in just a second. I gotta put on, hold the phone. I gotta put on 7 stickers. So far, what do we think? This is like, would Joe from The Office put up with this? Right, this is a bunch of stuff that you have to do before you even get to learn the game. It's like an arts and crafts project. It's neat, but I don't know. I don't know if Joe from The Office has the patience for it. Math, that's what your smartphone is for. You'd think that my smartphone is for filming me, so I didn't actually have a calculator at my disposal. I agree that when you're not doing a stream, just whip out your phone. What's the problem? But my phone is occupied. My kids imperfectly sticker their Legos, and I come along and fix them surreptitiously. Yeah, for real. Oh my gosh. I don't know if Omelet's around, but Omelet usually moderates for us on these streams, and I do want him to consider clicking the kick ban button, because the plural of Lego is Lego, and I won't have it any other way on my live streams. I was gonna draw a comic strip. Not that I can draw all that well, as you know, I'm an art school dropout, but I was gonna draw a comic strip where people are at a funeral and it's a very somber occasion, and somebody, I guess the deceased's brother, is up there giving a eulogy, and he said, you know, oh, we had so much fun as boys. We would play in the creek, and we would ride our bikes around the neighborhood, and we would play with our Legos. And then one of the guys in the gallery in the pews would just start twitching, and his wife next to him would be like, honey, please don't. And he'd just stand up and go, the plural of Lego is Lego! In the middle of the church. I thought it'd be funny. Nobody else cares. Right. Joe from The Office can put up with it. My parents had to apply a lot of stickers to the overproduced games on the... Yeah, you know what? Late 80s, there was a lot of arts and crafts going on with board games. You're right. The sticker nightmare. I'm trying to think of one, though. Like, did Fireball Island, the original, did that have sticker application, or was that all on the Vacuformy board? Pre-colored, pre-painted, I can't remember. But I do remember there was sticker nonsense. I'm having flashbacks of Brian Regan, the boxing and moosing and playing with the Legacy. I don't know if I know the routine, but I know Brian Regan very well. I just dropped my youngest off for drum lessons the other day, and I said, have a good drum lesson. She's like, you too. Oh, no, you're not having a drum lesson. I'm like, yeah, take luck. If you know Brian Regan. The routine is where you see people off at the airport and they say, have a good trip, and you go, you too. or the waiter, enjoy your meal. You too. Oh, I'm an idiot. And then he's talking about conflating take care with good luck. Take luck. Just take luck. Wow, look at this. I get this Zen music. I applied the stickers much better with the more relaxing music going on in the background. The big yellow one is the sun. Don't Wake Daddy had stickers. Don't Wake Daddy. Man, here's a good purview into my board game journey. When I was a lad of around 8, the hot game that I desperately wanted because it was advertised to me aggressively was bedbugs. Bedbugs of all things. I didn't know what bedbugs were. I thought they were an invention. I thought that they were like, we'd watch Glowworm, and for some reason I didn't think Glowworm was a real thing either. They had those light up anyway. So they'd advertise bedbugs, and I'd be like, bedbugs, it's hilarious. Little bugs that crawl around your bed. I didn't realize that they were an actual horrible, disgusting thing. But I told my mom that I really wanted bedbugs. Mr. Catsup, thank you so much for following me on Twitch. I desperately wanted bedbugs. I told my mom it was $20, and my mom refused to get it. And there was a store called Consumers Distributing in Canada in the 80s at the time, which was a little bit like, kind of like a Costco, except you didn't get to touch stuff. So you'd order things from a catalog and then show up to the counter and they'd give it to you. Kind of overpriced stuff too. They're out of business now. But yeah, I desperately wanted bedbugs, and bedbugs cost $20, and I was going to spend my Christmas money on it. And she said, there's this other game in the catalog. It's called Monopoly. And it costs $40. I said, well, I clearly have to get bedbugs. I can't afford Monopoly. She said, no, let me tell you about this game, Monopoly. It is such a good game. She said, my brother and I, we played it when we were kids. Oh my gosh, you would absolutely love Monopoly. And I left Consumers Distributing that day, and she said she'd front me not front me, but give me the 20 extra bucks just so that I wouldn't buy bedbugs. And that's how I went home with a copy of Monopoly that day. Now I will say, what are you guys talking about? I love Consumers Distributing, says Richard. Yeah, so I had Monopoly, and I will say that Monopoly, for all its flaws, is probably a better game than bedbugs. Bedbugs is like a dexterity game where you've got little tweezers and it's a vibrating board, and you and your friends are trying to snitch the bed bugs off the board with tweezers before, I guess, the timer runs up, and then you count up how many bed bugs you collected and see who wins. Who cares? So yeah, I'm making my Christmas list from the Consumers Distributing catalog, page and number references for the parents. Yeah, totally. I want A24, like it's a toy vending machine. Great catalogs though. Monopoly led to so many family knockdown dragouts when I was younger. Oh my god. Monopoly, that's how I learned to box as a child. Bedbugs, the first re-theme of Operation. Yeah, similar to Operation, except that Operation did not have a vibrating board. It had the one, didn't you hook it up to your scrotum and then no, that didn't happen. But you sorry, client. I talked about testicular shock on your stream. It was dexterity. They're both dexterity, but with Operation, you can't touch the sides, right? Because you contact the metal and then it'll make a buzzer go off. And with bed bugs, you had free reign. You could snitch somebody's eyes out with those little plastic tweezers. It didn't matter. You're just trying to get. So it was a little bit. I guess it was closer to Hungry Hippos, wouldn't it be? Except with a lot more control, I guess. Or isn't there an elephant one where you're trying to catch butterflies floating in the air? Thank you so much, Leonardo, for following me on YouTube. By the way, that's the button you're looking for if you're on Twitch, if you just happen to be, and we're up to 102. Oh, 103. Thank you. That's so much. But thank you so much. I appreciate that, and I do appreciate follows on YouTube. YouTube hasn't gone away. I'm working very hard on Ryan. Shut up and do the game. Working very hard on making. I got more content for you on YouTube coming up, including a how to play Black Angel video. Thank you, IB Heat. Is that say IB Heat or Pound Heat? Pound Heat on Twitch. I'm guessing. I don't know. Monopoly is how you learn to bring extra Monopoly money up your sleeve and slip it into your hand when no one's looking. Yeah, totally. It's a total lesson in how to teach yourself sleight of hand. All right. Here are 7 wonders. Bedbugs are hard to get rid of. They are. I saw a horrible TikTok the other day involving bedbugs, and it was the worst. Oh my god, I can't. It was like what do you call them? You get stream brain. You can't think of words. What do you get in arachnophobia? The people who come take care of your bugs. Pest control people. Right. Here we are. Joe from the office / your grandma has now opened this up. Has done the sticker thing as required. Did we miss anything? Open up the 3-card decks. Sort them. Yes. Punch out the wonders. We did. Sort the items into each wonder tray. Deck of wonder. Sort these items into a common tray. Deck of common cards. Cat pawn on its transparent stand and all tokens. Yes. Here's the common tray. What did it say? Deck of common cards. So yeah, all tokens that are just going to go right the heck in here. I don't even care. As messy as you want to be. And yes, as suspected, the cat is not part of the mausoleum. The cat is our start player pawn. Where did the cat go? Threw her in here. Here's the cat. And you get a little cardboard standee. So already, what do you guys think? It's looking pretty impressive, yeah? Whochoom. Here's the cat ready to rumble. Would you like to see this on your table? How do we actually play? Here we are. Toi vez, in a language that I can't speak clearly. Thank you for subscribing to me on YouTube. Here we go. Is this game truly for Joe or Grandma? Let's find out. Choose a tray or take one randomly, then remove 5 pieces of your wonder and the holder containing your cards. So these are individual player trays. I see. So what we're going to do is the following. You are going to pick your tray, and then I'm going to pick my tray. So this is going to be... I wish I had my number tokens. You know what? I'm gonna pop over to the other side of the table real quick. Hopefully nothing unplugs while I do it, and I'm gonna get my number tokens. I'm wired in. I'm like leashed to the table. I should have had these ready earlier. Oh, okay. Here we come. Almost there. Yes. Whew. Don't see that on CNN. Oh, this is hardly CNN, Brian. Breaking news. I'm a moron. I'm a pest guy, and bed bugs are the worst. Yeah, are they tough to get rid of? Like when we had in the big, there was like a big outbreak a few years ago, and that's how I learned bed bugs were a thing, like a real thing, and not just the stuff of 80s board games for children. And we, I think, came home after being somewhere at a movie theater or something. You can catch them at the library, all kinds of places. And we were in a condo in downtown Toronto, and Cheryl, my wife, found one bed bug and proceeded to set the world on absolute fire and almost destroyed her con. Not really, but she took everything we had, put it in bags, put it down in the storage locker, boiled all our sheets, all our clothes, every piece of fabric, anything they could possibly stick to. She just went nuclear on the whole thing, and no bed bug ever dared showed its gross face in our condo ever again. That's how she dealt with it. Ooh, I was looking at the giveaway for $60 Canadian. What's the playtime? 30 minutes? That's a great question. You know what? This is a completely useless metric, but the box says 25 apostrophe, which I'm guessing is the short form for minute in some part of the world. 25 minutes, but as we all know, the box lies. So they say, yeah, under half an hour. Great. Here are the different wonders. You're going to pick one. I'm going to pick one. So you're going to use let me kill the poll. You're going to use, let me see, hopefully this works. Please work. Did it work? Yes, it did. So you are going to pick a wonder, and then I'm going to pick a wonder. I don't know how much of this stuff I can defer. So type ! vote space 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or 7 for these different wonders. You got Alexandria, Halicarnassus, Olympia, Giza, Babylon, Ephesus, and Rhodes. So different choices. ! vote space whatever you want. Yeah, and you can't be voting twice. What are you doing voting twice? How do you think this works? This is democracy, damn it. So far, a split vote between the mausoleum. Maybe you need a little bit more help understanding what these all mean. Number 1, Alexandria, it says you can take the top card from any deck anywhere on the table and place it in front of you. Halicarnassus, take the top 5 cards from the deck to your left or right. Choose one and place it in front of you. Shuffle the other cards back into their deck. Olympia, take the top card from the decks to your left and your right and place them in front of you. These are the special powers depending on which wonder you're building. Giza, this wonder has no special effect but provides more victory points than the other wonders. Babylon, choose one progress token from the 4 available and place it in front of you. Ephesus, take the top card from the central deck and place it in front of you. And Rhodes, add 1 shield to your total shields. So I don't know. This is one of those games where you kind of have to know how the game works before you can make that initial choice. So far, what's leading is the Hanging Gardens of Babylon. That's the picture that's on. Oh no, what's leading, excuse me, is Giza. Everybody wants the the one from the cover of the box, and this is the one on the back of the box. Everyone got the hang of it? Exclamation mark, vote, space, and then one of these numbers, and you can pick. You can pick which number you want. We're going to set it up for like a 2-player kind of thing. Can we play 2 players? Let's find out. Yes, we can. It's 2 to 7. 2 to 7 players, because there are 7 available wonders. So if you've got a family of 5 people, everybody takes a wonder. Now, how do you choose which wonder to take if you don't have this wonderful straw poll available? Well, then then it's Monopoly rules, and basically a fist fight presumably will settle it. No, I don't know. No idea how you decide matters in your family. Every family does it differently. Some families reason it out, and some families do a bare-knuckled pit fight. I don't know. Might have to get us to play with the Nibblings. Yeah, possibly. Let's see how it goes. So we're going to wrap it up shortly. It looks like chat wants the Great Pyramid at Giza. It's headed that way. Oh no! Hanging Gardens of Babylon are creeping up. Let's see. It's a fight. It's a wonder fight. Okay, I am going to get your votes in. If you haven't already, I'm going to wrap it up. And there it goes. So it looks like chat chose the Great Pyramids. You know what? I'll take the one that the rest of chat wanted. So we'll get to see how both of them work. So you're taking the pyramids. I'm taking the Hanging Gardens. And presumably, we just throw everything else in the trash. I don't know. Oh, thank you so much, Deschangu, for following me on Twitch. I appreciate that. Bedbugs are very hard to get rid of. Between chemical resistance and the fact that they can survive 1 year between blood meals, basically you need to nuke the place. Yeah, they're like tardigrades or something, right? Like they persist. It's scary is what it is. All right, so this is you, this is me. I'm going to put these to the side for just a second. So for each player, choose a tray or take one randomly. We did it. Remove the 5 pieces of your wonder and the holder containing your cards. Each wonder is made up of 5 stages, as we've seen, with an under construction side, as we've seen, and the constructed side. Assemble your wonder with the under construction face up, referring to the diagram on your tray. No problem. So you're going to go over here, and this is where we find out if we have table space for everything. So this is your thing right here. I'm not doing it correctly. I need to look at the picture. Do I have an extra thing in here? Did I put... Yes, I put a hanging garden in there. So there's yours. You're going to be over here. And this is a piece of mine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this is what the stickers are for, so I'll use the little sticker. On the construction side. It's cool, there's a little crane there, that's kind of neat. 3, 2, 2 not equals. Now this is, I don't know where I took this from. Where do you come from? You go up here. I've done something terribly wrong. I've mixed up all the pieces. What do you belong to? If not, you're the base of something else. Get out of here. I put you in the wrong place. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's the point. So we each have, look at that. Great. Next, your cards are going to go here. My cards are going to go here. I'll shuffle them in a second if that's what's needed. Next instruction. Shuffle your cards, put them face up in your holder to make a deck between the player to your left and yourself. We keep the holders, folks. We just shuffle them up. 40k orcs. I don't know what that's a reference to. 40k orcs are also hard to get rid of because of chemical resistance. No, I don't know what's happening. Today I learned wonders use wooden scaffolding to build. Yes, all of them apparently. Yes, that's true. That's a historical fact. Please walk away from here. Tell your friends. Don't check any encyclopedias because that's the truth. Not only that, but it's also ancient aliens. Let's get this goofy thing off the screen. What are you still doing here? Thank you. You know, it's a bit cartoony, sure. We're not here to learn anything about the ancient world. We're just here to have some fun. Again, if you're new to Knights Around a Table, this is not a place where you learn things at all. My aim here is actually for you to leave dumber than you were when you came in the door. Just because misery loves company. All right. Oh, thanks, Omelet, for looking for the command. Yeah, I forget what the command is to get rid of it. Okay, we have shuffled. We're in our card holders. This one goes over here, this one goes over here. So you can picture if you had 7 players, everybody would be around the table, and their cards would be arrayed like that. Next, shuffle the common cards in a stack face down. I don't like shuffling. Do you? I think it's the worst. And I can never do... Okay, explain this to me with shuffling. Never mind. I just answered my own question. Somehow... Oh, and some people don't let you shuffle their cards like that because they don't want them to be bent, right? This, by the way, in the giveaway, this is not the copy I'm going to be giving away. This one's staying in my collection, and they're going to be sending you a brand new shrink wrap thing. So if you're hoping... Oh, no, terrible. If you're hoping to do a little witchcraft and maybe pull some Ryan DNA off this copy, make a little voodoo doll, it's not going to happen. My secrets remain my own. Shuffling is easier with sleeves. Here's my problem with sleeves, though. Man, I got a problem with everything. Sleeves, I find, the corners are really sharp. They hurt my my soft little creative guy hands. Looks like you're a pro at shuffling to me. Yeah, right. Well, it's an expert. Might as well. Next stop, Vegas. Great. Here we are. Oh, yeah. So here's the picture of what it would look like if you had more than 2 players. Great. Leave a space for the discard next to the central deck, and you place all used cards here face up. Shuffle the progress tokens and make a stack face down. These are the progress tokens, and we know that because we've played other Seven Wonders games before. And I think, let's just call that basically shuffled. There, done. Great. Consult the table below and place the corresponding number of conflict tokens piece side up. Oh, there's double. I didn't even notice they were double-sided. So 2 to 3 players, we need 3 conflict tokens. Are these the conflict? No. My bad. These are the conflict tokens. So we need 3 of them, and they're piece side up, and I didn't notice, but they have war side as well. Scary. Okay, so piece side up. This looks very Babylonian, this dude with the trumpet. Hello. Great. Where's the next? The Knights Around the Table card shuffler 5000. Have you looked into card shufflers? I have, and everything I've ever read about them is like, oh, don't do it because they'll eventually destroy your deck, and I don't want that to happen. If you're just using bicycle decks that cost like $1.50 a pack, no problem. But I've read bad things about those automatic ones, and I thought that by now somebody must have made one that works properly. It's 2008, for heaven's sakes. I don't know. Make a reserve of military tokens. Great, we got them over here on the side, no problem. Finally, place the cat pawn. Cat pawn placed, yes. End of the game, Joe says. Wait a second, we haven't even played yet. No, there's more. It's a trifold rulebook. Here's how we go. Now, the meat of it. Now, the thing that I wasn't able to check ahead of time. Are we overwhelmed as Grandma or Joe? Going clockwise and starting with the youngest player. Okay. The game takes place over several turns. On your turn, choose a card from the 3 available. The top card of the deck directly to your left, the top card of the deck directly to your right. Ah, these are supposed to be face up. My bad, my bad, my bad. So here's a choice, and here's a choice. So you can pick this one or this one, depending on where you're sitting. So the left, your right, or the top card of the central deck. Place your chosen card in front of you near your wonder. Great. Great cards provide resources that will let you construct stages of your wonder. If you have the resources needed to construct a stage of your wonder, you must construct it during your turn. Constructing a stage. The construction cost of each stage is shown on each piece. You need 2 different resources to do this part of your wonder. Sorry, over here, here's your wonder. You need 2 identical ones to do this layer. You need 3 different ones to do this one, 3 identical ones for this one, and 4 different resources to do this one. And it looks like it's the same no matter which wonder we're doing. They're all 5 pieces. They all have that pattern. Each wonder is constructed stage by stage and always from the bottom to the top. I don't know what happens when we hit here because they're both on the same level, but we'll see. A stage is available to construct only when all stages below it, are constructed. So we can't even do these until this one's done. Certain wonders will give you an option for the order of construction. I think that's what they're talking about here. I would assume that we can pick. Once this one's built, I'll be able to pick. And it lays it out here. When you have the resources needed, gray and or yellow cards, to construct an available stage, discard them and flip the stage over to its constructed side. Once constructed, certain stages will let you immediately benefit from the special effects. See page 6 for each wonder tray. Will do. What do yellow cards do? They provide, excuse me, let me bring this down. They provide coins that act as a wild resource. These coins must replace any missing resource needed to construct a stage of your wonder. Okay, yellow's wild. Great. What do blue cards do? They provide victory points. Additionally, a cat icon is shown on certain blue cards. As soon as you take a blue card with a cat icon, take the cat pawn from wherever it is on the table and place it in front of you. So I guess you're the starting player. As long as you have the cat pawn at the beginning of your turn, you can secretly look at the top card of the central deck before choosing your card. Oh, the cat icon is for peeking. No. Right. Oh, who's on mute? I'm not on mute, I hope. Oh, because your commands didn't work? No, you're not on mute. It should work. I mean, Omelette, if you want to try something, you can show these nice folks a picture of the 7 Wonders cover by using the cover command. Let's see if your stuff is working. Depending on the cards and the tokens you have, take the different actions explained below in any order. When you cannot take any more actions, your turn is over and the player to your left can begin their turn. If a deck is empty, it remains empty until the end of the game. Stack your cards the same color so that all their banners are available. See example on page 5. Great. What do green cards do? Green cards provide science symbols that let you gain progress tokens. If you have 2 identical or 3 different science symbols, you must take a progress token during your turn. You guys will have to remember that because that's the kind of thing that I'm great at forgetting. So when you take a progress token, discard any green cards used. Oh, you get rid of them. And then choose a progress token from the 4 available. I'm going to turn up 3. So there's going to be 3 face up or 1 face down. Once a face up progress token is taken, immediately replace it with the top of the stack. Great. Put the chosen progress token face up in front of you and you get its effect. Awesome. Using progress tokens. During your turn, you can use your progress tokens in any order whenever you want. Each of your tokens can only be used once per turn, except, they persist, except for those that provide victory points, and that's at the end of the game. Finally, the red cards. Red cards provide shields that increase your military strength. Additionally, 1 or 2 horn icons are shown on certain red cards. When you take a red card with 1 or 2 horn icons, flip over 1 or 2 conflict tokens respectively to their battle side. These are the conflict tokens right here. Make a horn sound when you take this action. Birds! Absolutely, I will do that. That's necessary. So that gives you kind of an idea of who they're trying to appeal to with this game. Great. When you flip the last conflict token to its battle side, you trigger a battle at the end of your turn for all players. Resolving battle. Each player counts the number of shields on their red cards and compares it with their 2 neighbors on their left and on their right. For each neighbor, if you have more shields than them, take 1 military victory token. These are the little red ones. So you don't lose anything for winning a battle. You gain something for winning and nothing for losing, except the opportunity to get one of those. Then all players discard their red cards with 1 or 2 horn icons. Only red cards without a horn icon should remain, and flip over all the conflict tokens back to their peace side. So that's how fighting works. And at the end of the game, once one player has finished constructing their wonder, the game's over at the end of that player's turn. Calculate your score by adding up any victory points shown on your constructed stages of your wonder, cat, pawn, blue cards, military victory tokens. So it looks like even if somebody triggers the end of the game, they might not necessarily be the winner. Player with the highest score wins the game. In the case of a tie, player who constructed the most stages wins. If there's still a tie, both players share the victory. 2-player game for 2-player games. Whoops. The only change happens during resolving a battle. If you have more shields than your opponent, take a token. However, if you have at least twice as many shields as your opponent, take 2 military tokens instead of 1. And finally, on the back of the trifold, we've just got to reference the effects of the different wonders. So let's look at the effects of your wonder. You chose Giza. No special effects, but gets you more victory points than the other wonders on the flip side, presumably, of all these pieces. So the bottom of mine, when I build this, it gives me 3 points. Yours gives you 4 points. So that's what's happening with that. And then effects of the progress tokens, which we'll see in just a moment. I just have to array this so that you'll be able to see what's happening. So let me put these down here. That looks good. And I put this here, and this here, and this here. Hopefully we have room in the middle. We'll put the cat token. We'll decide who gets in a second. I'm going to take it off the stand just so we can have it nice and flat for the overhead shot. And then these are going to be here. Oh, I guess we do have to kind of go over what these tokens mean, if we're going to play the game properly. That's an interesting timer, you say. You know what, Zero Aperture, I've already forgotten how the game ends. I read it, it just went in one ear and out the other. Hey, how's everybody doing today? It's Stacy Everdale. I wonder when you're going to roll in. Thank you for joining us, Stacy. Fractal Dream says, nailed it. Sorry, just referring to how the game ends. Yeah, you know what? It's funny. I've already forgotten. How does the game end? Once you've constructed your wonder. Great. Here we go. I'm going to let chat go first. So we're going to lean pretty heavily on the votey poll thing. So you get to pick. Vote 1 gets you left, and then this gets you middle, and that gets you right. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Let me just put some tokens on there just to make it a bit more visually clear. Where did my tokens go? They're over here. 3, 1, 2. So exclamation mark, vote, space, whatever you want to pick. This gets you bricks. Remember, you need two different resources in order to build the first level of your wonder. And I'll end it shortly. I know there's a bit of a delay between me saying things and you hearing them and then you being able to do them. But it looks like overwhelmingly people want to pick the first one. So, great. So you get this one. And then is it just straight up my turn? Now I get to go? I think. Wait, one thing I didn't check was, what's my special ability? Choose 1 progress token from the 4 available. Put it in front of you. Hot darn, I get a free progress token for having that wonder. What do they do? Well, let's look up this one. Crafts. When you take a papyrus or water gray card, choose 1 extra card from the 3 available and place it in front of you. Okay. Propaganda. When you take a red card with 1 or 2 horn icons, choose 1 extra card from the 3 available and put it in front of you. Okay. Strategy. At the end of the game, gain 1 victory point per military token you have. I think that I'm going to go with this one. So whenever I take water or papyrus, I'm going to take an extra card from the 3 available. Okay, cool. My turn. Wow, I don't really have great choices, do I? I guess I'll take the face down one. And it's a wild. Cool. Your turn. Whoops, excuse me. There you go. So 1, 2, 3. Pick a card, any card. Is option 2 supposed to be face up or not? It's supposed to be blind. It's definitely supposed to be blind, but you have the cat token. I guess I kind of got to give you another option, right? Because you have the cat token, and the cat token means, what does it mean again? The cat token means, as long as you have it, you can secretly look at the top card. As long as you have it. So in the next poll, I'll put out a 4 as an option that lets you, or you know what, I'm going to let you peek. I'm just going to assume that as long as you have the cat token, you're going to want to do that every time. So I'm going to close my eyes, and that is the available middle card. That's what's up. Okay. Secrets. Now notice, if you're playing this with smaller children, nobody has to hold cards or splay them. So automatically, hopefully they did their research and they figured out that that's a challenge for kids. Nobody has to do that. All right, looks like 2 wins it. So we're going to go, what'd you pick? Aha, a wild. So automatically that's 2 different resources. So you've built the first level of your wonder. And that's what we do. Cool. Now it's my turn. I again have the same 2 crummy options. And I don't like them. Oh, one of these gets turned over, my mistake. And this, just so we see what it does, this says, at the end of the game, gain 4 victory points if your wonder is still under construction, or 6 if it's already constructed. Huh, interesting. In that case, I'm going to, I'll take this. Oh, look, bad shuffling. All right, so once again, these are your options. I'm going to show you the middle card. I'm not going to look. I'm not looking. This is the middle card. There, I put it back without looking. Remember to discard the resources. Thank you very much. You're absolutely right. Once you use them, they get chucked. Oh my gosh, there's no active straw poll. Go, straw poll, go. End it. My bad. I'm going to have to restart it. Sorry, kids. Kids. You know what I'm saying. Sorry, presumably grown-ups. Go, straw poll, go. All right. Sorry, I had to restart that because I goofed. So, once again, I'll close my eyes. That's the middle card that you get to look at because you have the cat. Which I can see being fun, very much fun for a certain age of person. You imagine somebody in your family, probably grandma, going, Grandma loves peeking at things. Majority is looking like you want cat power. Card number 2. And it's a blowout, so I'll just end it there. So, boom, and that'll be 2 points, and it keeps the cat token, so you're not getting rid of it. And then my choice is these 2 things. I'll go with this one, and so you get to pick. Here's your peaky option. So vote 1, vote 2, vote 3. Once again, I might as well keep that up. Keep my eyes closed. That's what that is. That's the peaky option. Remember, with the green cards, if you get 3 of a kind or 3 completely different, you get to take one of those progress tokens from the top, which gives you persistent power, it looks like. What was the question did I miss? Somebody asked about 2 different resources. Oh, you need 2 identical for the next one. 2 identical resources for the next level. For the first level, you needed 2 different ones, and you had this brick and this wild, so that was 2 different. So it alternates. It's 2 identical here, 3 different, 3 identical, 4 different to get all the way up to the top. You screen crapped the rules. Screen crapped them. That's a great idea. If you want to screen cap those rules, let me frame it for you really nicely, and I'll flip the page and you can screen cap the rest. Here's your chance to take a picture. And let me frame it again. There's your chance to take a picture. Oh, that sucks in the corner there. I know my Twitch followers thing is over top of it there. And then on the back, if you want to just get a screen grab of that. Hopefully the resolution is large enough to make that useful for you. Got that, thank you. Good. Cool, and it looks like everybody wants the 3rd card, so the 3rd card's going to be this one. Kill, hide. So I've got a choice. That stinks. Right, so of course you would take that one away from me because now I can't get my 3rd one, which gets me a token up top. So I have a choice between this crummy thing or that crummy thing. I'm going to take this crummy thing. So it gets me 2 points. You can already tell my shuffling, my poor shuffling is terrible. But anyway, that gets me the cat, and you get to pick. So you don't get to look anymore. You have to just go blindly like I've been going. This one, or this one. Sounds like our music has given up the ghost, so I'm just going to switch over and hit play again. This music service I've been auditioning this month is decent, except it doesn't have a shuffle or repeat function on the player, which I would think is pretty 1982 important. You know what the middle is. Yes, of course you know what the middle is, because you looked at it and decided to go with something else, didn't you? Silly me. You're so right, Richard. And, oh, but it's a fight. It's a fight from 1 to 2 to 3. Oh my goodness. If you vote 3, don't you get the cat back? Yes, if you vote 3, you get the cat back. That's right. It's got a little cat symbol on it. My progress acquisition token should trigger. Should it? I'm at 2. Let me double check that rule, but I need 3, don't I, in order to... And this won't help me because it's got to be 3 of a kind or 3 different. I'll just reread the rule. If you have 2 identical or 3 different sign symbols... Oh, 2 identical! Oh my goodness, 2 identical, not 3 identical. You must take a progress token on your turn. I'm so sorry. Thank you for pointing that out. Great, 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 great. We're learning, we're learning. Okay, well, let me just take a quick look. I'm going to take this one because I think you guys are going to rush your building. So that will give me points even if I'm unfinished. So this next one, science. When you take a green card, choose 1 extra card from the 3 available and place it in front of you. So there's all these extra card draw ones. Great. So you're still deciding between 1, 2, and 3. This is the most tense song I have on the entire playlist. This is it, everybody. Choose wisely. The music says so. He should not have taken a free progress token at the start of the game. It was a reference to what his special ability is on certain Wonder Pieces. Oh my gosh! Seriously? Well, I mean, to keep it fair, I'll get rid of the one that I had that I haven't been able to use. You don't hear the music. Ah, it's all in my head. Are you guys serious? You haven't heard the music this entire time? It's been playing and you haven't heard it? Really? Uh-oh. I just referred to music the whole stream that you guys haven't been able to hear. Really? You can't hear that music? Nope, no music. Weird, guys. That's weird, because is it a volume thing? Hold on. I don't know. Can you hear it now? Thank you, Joey9, for the correction. I appreciate that. It looks like it's... Oh, I can't even tell. It's a dead heat between 2 and 3. You guys are choosing between the secret. Again, I'll close my eyes. This is the... You're allowed to look. This is the secret because you looked before, just to refresh your memory. If it consumes the cards to get a token on 2 equal or 3 not equal, then how do you ever get... Oh, no, okay, sorry. So great question, Oberon. It consumes the cards. It consumes the green cards. The green cards are only concerned with getting these progress tokens. It's the yellow and gray cards, the resource cards, excuse me, that are involved in building the wonders. And they get consumed too, but it's 2 different categories of cards. So it looks like, let's kill this at 3. Let's say that you voted for 3. So number 3 goes over to you like this. You get the cat back. The cat came back. And I'm going to choose this one. So your choice is 1, 2, or 3, and I'll let you look at the top card. So exclamation mark vote, space 1, space 2, or space 3. That's what's going on. We're humming along. And I would say, look, we read the instructions in what, 10 minutes? We figured out how to play pretty quick. I made a couple of mistakes, but that's how games go with Ryan. Hey! It's a fight between 2 and 3. Oh no, 2 is leading. 2 is pulling out, pulling ahead. I'm stacking these incorrectly. There you go. We both have 5 points showing. Okay, I'll call it at 2. So you get number 2, and it's going to be this. So you need one more unique symbol. So of course my turn, it would behoove me to take that. So you get to choose again. This is the middle card. Can you hear the music now, by the way? Let me know. Oh, man. Yeah, we haven't seen any of the military stuff, and I worry that my shuffle was really bad because we're getting a lot of repeats. So what I'm going to do, this is... Oh, no, I can't because we'll see. This is usually a huge no-no. I'm not going to look in board games, but I really don't think I shuffled quite well enough because we're getting a lot of duplicate cards. The music is audible, though very soft. Okay, I can fix that. Do-do-do. Oh, I know why you can't hear it. Hold on. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Give me a moment. Please let me know about the volume of that now, and I'll write down my value so I don't goof off. Or goof up. So again, yeah, these are discards. You're not picking from the discard pile. You're picking a face-down card from 2, and your privilege having this cat token, if you're just joining us, is that you get to see what the middle card is, and I do not. So I'm going to try to do this. That's a tiny bit more shuffled, I hope. I'll do yours as well. And your choices, if we were playing multiplayer, more than 2 players, you would be able to choose the cards on your left or right. So we're not getting a great sense of what it would look like with 7 players, but you can always choose right, left, or middle of the table. I fell asleep. Again, DJ MuckV. It's about, like, what is it, 4 in the morning where DJ MuckV is from. No, not really. It's only, what's it, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock? Sorry, I missed the alert. Have we beaten Ryan yet? No, not yet, but you're working towards it. Yeah, exactly. Working on it. All right. So, man, I need one more vote to push either 1 or 3 up, and then we'll proceed. Exclamation mark vote 1 or vote 3, DJ MuckV, or if you just want to sow discord, vote 2. If you just want to be an agent of chaos. No volume change. Oh my God. Oh my God. Let's see how that does. 7:21 p.m. in Londonium, Englandshire. Music is dead. I'm amazed at that music. I've just had it in my ear this entire time. I thought you were enjoying it along with me. Yeah, we'll do that. I don't know. Okay, so 3 is pulling ahead, so we'll go 3 more points for you. No cat on it, but you keep the cat, and my choices are Blamf and Blamf. I will go... No, I won't. I don't want you to get that thing, and now that I have 2, I get to cash them in for one of these progress tokens, and the progress token I will take is... just a quick check to see what they all do again. No, that gets you 1 victory point per military token. These are all military based. This is when you take a green card, get an... Whoa. Nobody saw that. when you take a green card, choose an extra card from the 3 available and place it in front of you. So that's what I'll take. We'll put a new one out. This one says... Engineering. When you construct a stage of your wonder, you can use any resources without adhering to the identical or different restrictions. Oh, so it doesn't really matter. You just need 2, 3, and it can be anything if you have that token in front of you. Interesting. So I should have launched this earlier. You're the cat, so again, this is the middle. I'm humming along to music only I can hear. Wouldn't that be crazy if I ended the stream and I found out there was actually no music playing? Music is coming in now. Good. Let me know if it's too loud. That progress token is OP. It seems to be. I don't know. This is all brand new to us, right? It does seem quite good. These all seem quite good. I don't know if this is all that great. That's really just I was going to say a difference of 2 points. It's not. It's a difference of 4 or 6. But you guys love voting for that secret card, eh? Make me feel left out. Okay, we'll call it there. It's number 2. So you get this. So you have 2 of a kind, which means you get to pick one of these things. Let me just grab some tokens to put them on top. Yada-da-do-do. There's going to be 2. No, I'll just, should I move these? Yeah, I'll move these. That makes more sense. 1, 2, 3. Pick what you want. This one, whoa, they're not on camera. So once again, this one forgives the requirement of being equal to or not equal to when you're using cards to build your wonder. This one gets you an extra card whenever you pick up a red card, and this one gets you an extra point for every one of those military tokens you take. And we haven't quite seen how fighting works quite yet. Yeah, you guys all want that first one, I can tell. I can tell. The one that has been designated OP, of course, is the one that's catching your eye. I know how this works. I've played games before. Volume is a teeny bit too high. I can fix that. Is that Scooch? One is leading, so we'll grab one. That's yours. So I'm going to forget that that's in effect. Please correct me in the chat when I goof it. And the new token is going to be this one. And this one is education. At the end of the game, gain 2 victory points per progress token you have, including this one. Oh, daddy likes. Great. My turn. I'm going to take this one. Uh-oh, it's military time. So that means that I have 2 that are not equal, so I get to flip this and I cash them in. Great. And then you are choosing between these 3. Because you have the cat, you get to peek. Sounds good, mark the dial, tape it down. Yeah, totally. Etch it in stone. Looks like we're hitting a negative 5 decibels. I can't even see what that says on my monitor. 106 followers on Twitch. Isn't that marvelous? Isn't that grand? That's so nice to see. Thank you for all who have followed me on Twitch and for all who have followed me on YouTube as well. If you're wondering what the button looks like on Twitch, well, let me show you. It looks something like that. Oh, it's behind the straw poll. Oh no. Now we have no idea what it looks like. Still have my layers to work out. Can you move our progress token? We can't see it. Great point. Thank you. It's right there. That's what you're at. Oh, thank you. Maracacosas for following me on Twitch. Did I get that? That's you got a challenging handle to pronounce. But thank you for following me. Great. So back to the straw poll. Everybody wants one. I'm getting a little bit challenged at fitting everything on here because I didn't know how much room this game would take up. So there. Oh, military. Military, but there's no horns. And this would get me the cat. And I desperately do want the cat, so I'm going to take it. Which gives me the cat. Da-da-da-da-da. And your options are now 1, 2, and 3. And you don't get to look anymore. Ha ha ha. Oh, it's Spanish for mod does stuff. Oh, nice. Tell me which of the 2 words after mod, where the space is between those 2 words. I guess cosas is a word? I'm watching a Spanish show right now on Netflix, so I'm picking up a few words, and most of them are dirty. It's a very smutty show. Can you put the discard pile away? Just so it's not confusing, is that the deal? I kind of wanted it out there just so that, you know, people kind of know how the game goes, but I don't know. Yeah, I can ditch it. I don't think there's anything, I mean, in other Seven Wonders games, the Mausoleum lets you dig through the discards. Let's see what the Mausoleum does in this one. Yeah, when you get to the special, so this is what somebody was saying in chat, you don't get the special power until you actually hit the special power icon on the level that you're building, and there's no special power for the Pyramid of Giza. But when you reach the special thing here for the Mausoleum, it says take the top 5 cards, from the deck to your left or to your right, so you're not resurrecting. In Seven Wonders Duel, I believe, the Mausoleum lets you resurrect stuff from the discard pile, I think. Great. I think it's fine on or off, just... yeah, if they don't do anything, I can see why you wouldn't want them there. Great, so you've all chosen one. It's a gold. So that means you've got 2 and they're the same, excuse me, but they don't need to be anyway because you've got this token. So you have built the second level of the Pyramid of Giza, and these cards get discarded. Shazamity. And now it's my turn to choose. Interestingly, I can choose between a... a military card with a horn or a military card without. Now, let's just look at the rules again for military to make sure that I don't get it wrong. Red cards provide shields that increase your military strength. When you take a red card with 1 or 2 horn icons, flip over 1 or 2 conflict tokens respectively to their battle side. Make a horn sound, which I'm very anxious to do. And then when you trigger the last one, then it's okay, great. So I'll take this one. That's awful. And it means that we take one of these and we flip it over to battle side. And now it is your turn to choose a card. And you've got 2 militaries. Oh, I didn't even look at what my other option would be. Yeah, well, I've revealed new information, so I won't take that card. Wouldn't be fair, would it? Hardly be fair. That was a bad horn sound. I'm going to do better on the horn sound. I make better horn sounds in my sleep. And not with my mouth. What are you going to pick? 1, 2, or 3? And you don't get to see 2. It's a blind draw. And remember, once these decks are done, they're done. And we can only choose the face down. Oh, the leading choice. Could you use the dance hall horn? What is the dance hall horn? I don't know what that is. Whenever I do things with my bodily orifices rather loudly, including I have a loud screamy sneeze that upsets the whole family, and when I blow my nose, my wife Cheryl says, "The Horn of Gondor calls for aid," because she's mean to me. All right, what's the bigger stack? Are you asking about this one? So your choices on your turn are either to pick a card face up to your left, a card face up to your right, or the face down card in the middle. And if you have the first player token, the cat token, which certain cards give you, gets you 2 extra points, and you're allowed to look at the card in the middle. So because I have the cat token, I'm allowed to look at the one from the draw stack in the middle of the table. But you cannot unless you somehow get the cat. So it looks like 2 is the prevailing. So here's 2. Oh. So if you get 3 of not a kind, then you get to take one of those green tokens. So I'm going to look at the middle. Interesting, interesting, interesting. And I am going to take the middle, which is one of those because I didn't want you to have that. And your choice is now 1, 2, or 3 as usual. Come on now. There we go. Oh, its official name is the Dub Siren. I know what you're talking about now. That's some DJ stuff. Yeah, I can make that noise when it's my turn next. Oh, just curious which stack will deplete first at the moment. Let's turn them to the sides here. They're both around even looking. So pretty close, both of them. That's what you mean. Which of these 2 is the bigger stack? Sorry, I understand you now. Great. Yeah, you got two identical cards to choose from, but for some reason you want to deplete my stack first. I don't think that matters. I don't think... Because it's a two-player game. Oh, but interestingly, in a multiplayer game, that would matter, right? Because if one stack gets completely depleted, then the person for whom those two stacks were the option has one fewer option now. They only get two stacks to choose from, it sounds like. And the wilds, curious? The wilds, you're asking about, the wilds are gold cards. These aren't wilds, but the wilds are gold resource cards. Looks like those who voted want card 1, so you've got a shield, my choice. Aha, papyrus. Oh, but I lost that token because I had cheated. Too bad. Too bad. Well, we're even on military. Oh yeah, I get to look at this one. I see. Interesting. So I'm going to take the military one, your choice. Yeah, gold is wild, and you need resources to build your wonder. And you have currently no resources. I currently have no resources. You're not allowed to look, excuse me, at the middle card. This is Middle Eastern music via Tim Burton wannabe. So exclamation mark vote space 1 space 2 or space 3 to vote. In case you're wondering. Most votes are coming in for number 3. Let's go. My choice is between papyrus and papyrus or the middle one. So I will choose the middle one. You will choose what? Let me know. Am I going too quick with the straw poll? I want to keep things moving. I don't want to bore people too much to tears. That's what the work sessions are for. Boy, this Tuesday's work jam was some kind of boring. I even fell asleep a little bit during it. I apologize. It's not meant to be an entertaining stream, but man, did I ever deliver on that promise on Tuesday. I was doing probably one of the most boring things ever recorded on a Twitch stream in history. Tallying up and annotating a shot list. Whoa. The music is very Fellini-esque. That's the second time you've mentioned Fellini on one of my streams there, Stacy. Again, I haven't watched any Fellini films, I don't think. Federico Fellini, did he do Romeo and Juliet? Because I have seen that one, I quite like it. How do we build the next level? You're a little slow today. So you normally, without this token, you would have to collect 3 resource cards that aren't the same. Currently you have 1, this is wild, it's any resource. I have 1, it's wood. Papyrus is a resource, so the gray cards, or the gold cards. So you need 3 that aren't the same. But since you have this token, it doesn't matter if they're the same or not. So each level of your construction either needs 3 resources that are the same or not the same. When you get up here, it's 4 that aren't the same, but this lets you break that same, not same rule. So get your votes in, we'll pick. Now I think hopefully it makes more sense me singing along to music that other people can hear too. I will close it at 3, so you get the papyrus, which is 2, but you need 3 resources in order to build that next level. Aha! Aha! Look what I see! I'm going to definitely take this card. Was that the club horn you wanted? And because there's 1 horn on it, we flip the war token over, so there's 1 more token flipping until a battle. Your choice. If you pick the green card, then you get one of these tokens up here. Fantastic horn. It's being too nice to me. My voice is too dry to do a proper dubstep horn. Yeah, you're asking, don't you have 3 that aren't the same? So it's only the yellow and gray cards that count as resources for building wonders. Military is its own thing. Blue is straight up points and the privilege of looking at the middle card. which I currently have because I've got the cat token. And you earn the cat token by taking a card with the cat icon on it, a blue card with the cat icon on it. And then as far as the green goes, if you get, as far as the green goes, if you have 2 of the same, then you get to take one of these bonus tokens, which gives you a persistent power. And if you have 3 different, then you get to take one of those, which is a persistent power. Don't listen to that. Rockin' Tabla. Okay, I'm gonna kill it at 3, so number 3 goes over to you. So since you have 2 of the same, I'll put them in the discard pile off to the side, and you get to choose one of these. 1, 2, and 3. Quit ya. So to refresh your memory about what these mean, this is it 2 points per? Let me just triple check here. Yes, 2 points per green progress token you've taken, so you've got 1 progress token so far. This is draw another card anytime you get a red military card, and this is, at the end of the game, 1 victory point for every military victory token you have, which we haven't seen yet because these don't happen until an actual war, a battle is triggered, and whoever wins that gets that. Fellini made 8.5 in La Dolce Vita. Yeah, I've not seen either of those. Though I have seen Dude, Where's My Car? Was that Fellini? Mod voted for 2. There's a race between 1 and 2. Nobody wants 3. Card advantage for the win. Vote 2. Good. I'm glad to see you campaigning. I'm in Canada, and those of you who are waiting for this giveaway to trigger may also be in Canada. We've got an election on right now. I just mentioned that because current events, just because I want this stream to look really dated when people watch it later. And Lestrada, my mistake. That's my fave. I'll have to check a note. Who did, Zeffirelli did Romeo and Juliet, right? Zeffirelli? I'm getting my Italian directors confused. So it looks like 2 is the big winner. So you're gonna go with the mystery option. It's a papyrus. So that gives you 3 that it doesn't matter if they're the same or not. I'm gonna put them in the discard pile, and you have successfully built the next level of your wonder. You got 2 more levels to go before you built the pyramid. Oh my goodness. And it's my turn. And I'm going to take this gold away from you. Take this gold away from me. Those are 2 of the same because one of them is wild, and I'm going to flip that. And now I trigger my special power for my wonder. And what it does is it lets me choose 1 progress token from the ones available. So the one that I'm going to choose is going to be this one that gets me points for progress tokens at the end of the game. You are going to choose, and I'm going to look at this just to see. Okay, good. So you're going to pick one of those 3 cards. Oh, what token did you get? Oh my god. My mind was, I was on, you got me confused with Zeffirelli. You guys chose this. Wait, 2. What was the vote? You tell me. Oh my gosh, I've messed it up. Which token prevailed? I think everything else is fine except what I took. CPC, do you mean the PPC? You got token 2 in the vote, so whenever you take a red token, so this is flips, and I still get this on my turn, that's fine, and this is available. And that, let's look at what the new tokens do. This one is jewelry. When you take a gray or yellow card, choose 1 extra card from the 3 available. No, that's not jewelry, my mistake, that's economy. One of your yellow cards is worth 2 coins instead of just 1. Cool, and that might be great for you. Architecture, when you construct a stage of your wonder, choose an extra card and place it in front of you. So that's what those do. Okay, so I took my turn, so now the vote is still available for you. You're choosing, oh my gosh. I'm telling you, it's not easy. It's not easy streaming. So, it's not easy streaming games. Great, here's what's up. I'm glad that this all fits on a table, that's very nice. Unflip your pyramid unless you want us to cheat. Did you cheat by... what did you do? You took... Did I make you take... that? Yeah, that's what happened, right? Did I skip a turn then? Did I get a free turn? Something bad happened. We should have 2 resources. And the two resources you should have are this and this. I wrecked it tremendously. I'm glad this is the same as this one, so there's no new info. Coins get shuffled into the mystery deck. Hold up. Is that another rule I missed? Let's see. Let's see. I can't even read your username, but I'm presuming that you're from Asmodee and you know this game much better than I do. I see no indication that coins get shuffled back into the... It says, yellow cards provide coins that act as a wild resource. These coins must replace any missing resource needed to construct a stage of your wonder. When you have the resources needed, gray and or yellow cards, you can construct it. Once constructed, certain stages will let you immediately benefit from special effects. If you have the resources to construct multiple stages in a turn, you must do so. But I don't see any indication that coins get shuffled back into the deck. Hold on. Give me a page number if that's true. I'm challenging your heretical interpretation of these rules. Oh, new sub! Thank you so much, Bogdan Vray. I appreciate the follow. I just missed it. I was buried, my head buried in rulebook. None of that should have happened. Okay, when you voted 2, you gave us a card from the middle deck, which I shouldn't have done instead of the token. The card you got, I think, was a coin. That unofficially gave us enough to build the 3rd level. So, no, this didn't come from the middle. Did this come from the middle? Was it this one that came from the middle? This papyrus? Oh, this is hard to fix, isn't it? So let's just collectively cheat. We both know what's here. Here, I'm going to kill the pole, hide the pole, and start afresh. So hopefully here's where we are. If not, we're just going to carry on and pick up. You know, first games, you're gonna goof. I think we're good now. Okay, great. So, pick a card, 1, 2, or 3, as the table fills up with jazz. Man, oh man. Who wouldn't want me demoing games at Gen Con? Ryan, we've been here 4 hours, we gotta go. Yeah, but let me tell you one more story about when I was a kid. Oh yeah, Buckin. Exclamation mark vote 1. So exclamation mark vote space 1, space 2, or space 3. You're picking one of these 3 cards. You don't get to see what this one is unless you have the cat, and you don't get the cat unless you take a blue card with the cat on it. So you pick one of these 3 cards. Resources, the gray and yellow cards, let you build sections of your wonder. This is your wonder, this is my wonder. And green ones let you eventually take these tokens, which get you persistent powers, and red ones trigger battles, which get you points. Everybody wants 3. We're gonna go 3. There it is. So now that's 3, not the same or the same. It doesn't matter because you have this token. We'll discard them. I don't think those coins get folded back into the deck. But again, defend your position. And you've built the next phase of your wonder. Great, you got 2 more left. I get to choose. We both know what this is. And I don't want... I'm gonna do this protectively so that I can hang on to my cat. So you hang on to your cats, kids. Well, you can tell that I didn't anticipate having more than 2-digit Twitch followers because the little box down here, where are my fingers? The little box down here doesn't fit 3 digits, so I'll have to fix that for the next stream. No, coins don't go back in the deck. I thought that the card that came off the mystery pile was a coin. Oh, you thought this was a coin? No, yeah, these are the same as these, presumably. They just, you know, who knows what they might be. Do you want a papyrus or a papyrus, or what's behind door number 2? If there's with a let's make a deal, door number 2 would be a donkey. I was a little bit rough with my cat token and I messed up the bottom of it. Huh, I see. There's a little bit of tooth to this stand and it kind of bit the kitty a little bit at the bottom. So if you, ooh, it's really ripping. Uh-oh. Okay, Asmodee, back to the drawing board on this stand. This one in particular has a little burr inside that really, I don't know if that's deliberate, but I don't know if you expected me to ever take the standee marker off. Again, when we do the giveaway, this is not the copy you'll be getting. So the destroyed cat is mine to keep forever, unfortunately, but you'll be getting a brand spanking new one delivered to you by mail by Asmodee Canada. If you're on Twitch and you're a Canadian resident and you do the right thing at the right time. Okay, so yeah, it's a very narrow thing, but we're going to go with number 1. Not a decisive vote by any means. But there's a resource for you, and these are my 3 choices. Right, we still know what that is. So I'm going to choose this one, and you're going to choose one of those 3. So vote now, exclamation mark vote, 1 or 2 or 3. You've got 2 more layers to go with your pyramid, which will trigger the end of the game. Of course, this would play a lot more quickly if we didn't, if you and your family or friends were sitting around a table and didn't have to wait for a straw poll, of course, and all the delays that come with simulcasting, live streaming. Maybe I should think up more stories to tell you while we're sitting here talking. So far, I mean, I'm happy to field impressions on the game. I think we've seen a good chunk of it now. We've almost seen how these battles work, and then we've seen how building goes, and we've seen that each wonder has its own special ability, and we've seen the super nice thick, you'll have to take my word on it, but these trays are really nice and thick and slick looking, and there's 1 per wonder, and everybody gets to choose their own wonder, which will result in a family brawl. Let me know, tell me what you think, and you don't have to say you like it if you want to win a copy, just give me your honest opinion. I'd like to know. So it looks like 1 is winning at the moment, so you get a gold coin, but you need 3 things in order to build the next level. Let me take a look at the middle again. It's one of those. So it really doesn't matter to you which one of these I take, and either way, if you take one, you get to build. So I'm going to take the unknown one in the middle. And you're going to take, let me know, the straw poll's open. So since the stream is being sponsored by Asmodee, I guess I'll give you more Asmodee game-related news for Knights Around a Table. They also, after much harassment on my side, they were able to send me a copy of Seafarers of Catan. So if you enjoyed the Catan videos on Knights Around the Table, then a bunch of people have been clamoring for that one, because I have a Catan video and I have a Cities Knights one, and a couple of unboxings for some of their more unusual entries in the Catan series. And the one sort of holy trinity piece that's missing is that Seafarers video. So I'll be working on that just after I do a couple of commissioned videos for Rado's channel for different Kickstarters that are coming up. It looks like 1 is winning this poll, so there's your brick. Now you have 3. Normally it would have to be 3 of the same, but you've got this token, so it doesn't matter, so we'll discard that, and you are almost at the top of the ladder. Great, my turn to choose. I get to look. It's one of those. I'm going to pick this one. You're going to pick what? So, 2 games coming up on Kickstarter that are not, I don't think, under the Asmodee umbrella, but the one I'm working on right now is for Drop Drive. If you joined me on Tuesday, you were there for that aggressively boring live stream where I was doing some photography and some scripting and shot list writing for Drop Drive, which is a spiritual successor to Dungeon Drop, where you have just get a bunch of tokens and throw them at your table like the horrific beginning of a Dice Tower video, and then you play with them and guide your ship around and pick up different things and deliver goods to planets and fight other captains and pirates and things. So that one's in the works. I was doing photography for that yesterday and finished all the photos, thank goodness. And looks like 1 is winning. Nobody's voting for anything but 1. And the other one that I'm working on for Kickstarter coming up, let me just take my turn. I'll tell you about that in a second. So I'm going to take the stone, which gets me 3 of not a kind, which allows me to flip the next part of my wonder. So I'm 2 pieces behind you guys, and you're gonna pick what? So the other one I'm working on for Kickstarter coming up is a game called Trinity of Rain, which looks like it's a big map, and you've got dudes. It's an area control thing. Plus, you've got wizards that you're sending around to collect different ingredients. And if you know Seven Wonders Duel, I'm not saying it's the same publisher or the same game or anything, but if you know Seven Wonders Duel, there are multiple paths to victory, and in that game, you can win by sort of a military victory, or you can get your wizards or druids to collect ingredients to make potions, and if you go up this tech tree and make the ultimate potion, then you can trigger the end of game doing that. So that's Trinity of Rain. Should have prepped some covers to show you, but that's what I'm working on behind the scenes. And Black Angel, if you know that game from Pearl Games, it's the spiritual successor. A lot of spiritual successors. That's the spiritual successor to a game called Twa, but it's like Twa in space with extra stuff. And when I say extra stuff, boy howdy, I'm not whistling Dixie, because there's like probably 50,000 pieces in that game. And when I do stop motion photography, the more pieces that are on the table at the same time, the more hellish the task of photography is. So that one was challenging. That took me, I think, 4 solid days of photography, which is extraordinary. So hope you enjoy it. You love Ian O'Toole's art. Yeah, Ian O'Toole is the artist on Black Angel. That is truth that you have told. Let me do this poll. One is leading. Can I get one more vote for one? If you guys want to, can we squeeze one more vote? One more vote, and if it's 2, then that's it. We're here a little bit longer. No? Okay, we'll close that poll. So it's going to be what is the first water that we've seen in the entire game. So now you have 2. You just need 4 resources in order to trigger that next thing. I see. What do I need? Okay, so I'm going to pick this one. Your choice. Yeah, even O'Toole. And then the other one that I'm working on, there's actually 2 more. So I've got 3 space games that I'm working on actively. Black Angel is the farthest one along, and I played On Mars with my wife Cheryl at a little anniversary retreat. We went away to Airbnb for 3 days, and most of it was spent learning and playing On Mars. She's a very patient wife. And that's also illustrated by Ian O'Toole and designed by Vital Lasarda. And I can't name the 3 gentlemen who designed Black Angel because their names, some of them I think are Italian, and obviously I don't do well with Italian names. Cifarelli versus the other guy we were talking about, I don't know. And the 3rd space game I'm working on is Zia. If I can convince Far Off Games, the publisher, to give me some artwork, I haven't emailed them about that yet, but if they're down to clown with high-res artwork for me, then I'll do Zia stuff. On Mars is brutal, says Luke. That's one way to put it. I agree. You guys chose 1. So that's 1, 2, 3. You need 1 more resource of any kind in order to build that thing. I feel like I should, since this is going to end soon, I'm going to shore up my points. So I'll take this one. It's back to you guys. Yeah, On Mars, I was mentioning this in the Discord server. By the way, the Discord server, I won't put it up because I've got other jazz on the screen, but you can join us there. The link is in the description on all my videos. Everywhere you see my stuff, I talk about the Discord server. But I was telling the story about how that game, I didn't read ahead of time. I didn't watch any videos or anything. I thought we could learn it together. Wouldn't that sound like a nice anniversary thing? We'll learn it together. And it was on the table for 24 solid hours by the time that we had learned it, burnt out, gone to bed, woke up the next morning, tried to play it, watched some snippets of videos, and oh my gosh, it was an ordeal. The leading vote is 3 for this one, so we'll grab this. So that's 4. That's Flippy-Doo, and you have built your the pyramids of Giza are constructed, complete. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. And you've done the math, hopefully, and hopefully you've won the game. Now let's see. End of game. Here we go. End of game. This is the least climactic music for this part of the game. Once one player, that's you, has constructed their wonder, the game's over at the end of that player's turn, which is now. Calculate your score by adding up any victory points shown on your construct. Okay, here's where I'm going to need some math help, kids. So keep a running total. I didn't grab a pencil to because I'm a fool. So 4 or 5 is 9, 15, 22, 30 points. I can remember that. 30 points on your wonder. And what do I get? 3, 5 is 8 plus 4 for my unconstructed wonder. So 12. So 30 points to 12. Uh-oh, this is not looking very good at all. Okay, so that's 30 points for the wonder. The cat pawn, so 30 to 14, because I've got the cat pawn, and it's worth 2 points. Blue cards, 37 to 14 plus 16, 18, 20, 26. So what did I say? 37 to 26. 37 to 26 at the blue cards. Military victory tokens, none of us, we didn't trigger a battle, so we didn't get any of this stuff. So that doesn't count. And progress tokens. I already counted this one, but it's 30, what did I say? 37 to 20, did I say 6? And then I get 246 points more. So 37 to 26, 32. 37 to 32. 37 to 32. Did I do that right? Is that the correct math? Did you guys figure that out? Oh my goodness, I think we made it through. I think we unboxed the game, learned the rules, and played the whole thing together on chat, sight unseen. It's unbelievable. So next stream, I'm gonna be hanging by our ankles by a chain over a wood chipper, something like that. Anyway, the moment you've all been waiting for now, why don't we just do a little giveaway thing? So, here's the situation with the giveaway. If you would like a copy of this game, we got one to give away. It's sponsored by Asmodee Canada, which means that you need to be a Canadian resident in order to win. You win, chat, yay! So if you're a Canadian resident and you would like to win, here's what you gotta do. You have to type exclamation mark, and if you're on Twitch, you gotta be on Twitch as well. If you're watching from YouTube, that's great. Kill it, burn the browser, and come on over. Don't burn the browser actually, because you need it to come to twitch.tv/Knights Around a Table. I'll give you a little bit of time to go there. And you want to type exclamation mark pick me, no space, all one word, exclamation mark pick me, and that will put you on the Player Picker 9000 list, which has a high degree of breakage probability. So we'll just see. Oh man, I hope it works. But if it doesn't, that's okay. I'll still be able to pick a winner randomly. We just won't be able to have a big climactic let's see who it is right on the stream. So yeah, exclamation mark pick me if you're a Canadian resident who would like to win a copy of this game from Asmodee Canada. Retail value, estimated retail value, I think this retails for 60 bucks. And I didn't understand why, but now that we've seen all these gorgeously high production values on all these pieces, I can see where the money went. For sure I can. For sure. If you're just joining us and you didn't see the beginning of the stream, off the top of the game, feels sus. What feels sus? Is that a chatbot command? Great. We got some people. I'll give you a little bit of time, especially if you were on YouTube and you have to ditch and go to Twitch. I'll give you a little bit of time to do that. So if you missed the beginning of the stream when we crack this thing open, you get all these vacuum trays. There are 7 of them, one for each wonder. And they're really, I remarked the first moment from touching them that they're really sturdy feeling. They're really nice plastic. And I've been dealing with vacuum stuff recently that is not really nice plastic, so that's the first thing that struck me. And while you're hitting exclamation mark pick me with no space in it. Now if it turns out that it picks a winner and I say, okay, give me a Canadian address to send this to, and you say, oh, I live in Serbia, well, tough nuts, I gotta go back to the list and pick somebody else. Great. Yeah, absolutely. And if you accidentally put yourself, did you put your name in the Goblet of Fire? If you put your name in the Goblet of Fire and you didn't read the rules and regs and don't realize you need to be a Canadian resident, hit exclamation mark don't pick me, no punctuation, no spaces, to take yourself off the list. So you can do that as well. Great. Yes, and you can't put your name on doubly. Thanks for trying to check that, Nate. Appreciate you trying to test the limits of the pick me list. So to put this away, you would just go blamf, 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 Glamp, glamp. So tidy, so organized. I guess you would take all your cards, flip them over, plus the discards. Exclamation mark, pick me to be on the list. And you would do this little sorty thing. So sorted. Do. And this would be a much larger thing going on, right? If you had a 7 players, this supports from 2 to 7 players. There's no solo mode, and I think that as COVID restrictions, COVID, you know what I'm trying to say. The more we're able to play together, I think the less you'll see solo modes. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe it's just a thing people expect now. But man, wasn't it a thing when COVID was in full swing? And if you released a game and you didn't have a solo mode, forget about it. Absolute non-starter for a lot of players. Great. Do question marks. Do. Great. Are you a big fan of Scythe? Oh, you're asking Richard. Nobody asks me if I'm a big fan of Scythe. The mystery piece, I think, belongs to this. I thought it was part of the Babylon Hanging Towers, but it's in here. Great. Cool. And we'll get... This is me. Great. No solo modes. You'll put David Turtsey out of work. I think David Turtsey... I think he'll be fine. That dude's doing just all right. And we'll see how that Kickstarter goes. What is it, next Tuesday for Voidfall? As you know, I quite like Minecraft. I don't know if it's bad etiquette to talk about other publishers' games while you're on a stream sponsored by one publisher, but whatever. I'll do what I want. It's my channel, damn it. Yeah, so I like Minecraft games quite a bit, so I'm excited to see what happens with Voidfall. Though I do think, as others have said, they're entering quite a crowded space with a 4X space game. There's a lot of other 4X space games. Great. Whoopsies. This goes in here. So pretty nice to put away. Feels good. Feels good, man. .jpeg. Everything is organized really, really nicely. Great. Has everybody who wants to be on this list, on the Player Picker 9000 list, typed exclamation mark pick me, no spaces, no punctuation, in order to get on the list? All aboard who's going aboard. As soon as I finish putting this all together, we'll bring out the technologically dodgy Player Picker 9000. Oh, look how... this is doing something to me, folks. Ooh, I like this. Oh, look how tidy. Oh my gosh. I might have to be alone for a moment. This is beautiful. Uh-oh. Wait a second. What is... Can you see that? Here, I'll put it in the we got like a 1/4 inch of box lift going on. That's not possible, is it? Is it supposed to... Wait a second. That can't be. It simply cannot be. I'm going to try putting that on the bottom. That's impossible. Okay. Let me try putting this on the bottom. Is there a lid for this? Yes, there is. Okay. That's on the bottom. Ah, yes, that's good. Don't put that box on the top. I don't know mathematically how that all worked out, but it fits. It fits. It fits. 2 stacks of 3 Wonder Trays. Thank you. The sticker sheet will go, and we are ready. Well, that worked out quite well, didn't it? I think so. So, Player Picker 9000, please. Drum roll in the background. Here we go. Here are the... Please push the right button. Here are the people on the list. Ha! The Player Picker 9000 so far works. Don't spin it, Almond. I'm going to spin it. Please don't type any commands in. Mess the whole thing up. All right. With the one... Kiss it for luck. With one push of the button, I'm going to spin the Player Picker 9000, and we'll see who wins a copy. Please work. It's Weege! Weege 1973 wins a copy of Seven Wonders Architect. Brand new game, available Q4, and as soon as Asmodee Canada gets their hot little hands on their own copies, they'll be sending Weege 1973 a copy of the game. Isn't that wonderful? It retails for 60 Canuck bucks. It's going to be probably $5 or $10 cheaper if you're in America land. If you're in the UK, I have no idea. I don't know how exchanges work. I'm just a caveman. So congratulations to Weege 1973. Thank you very much, the nice people, for congratulating Weege 1973. That's very nice of you. Weege, I will whisper to you, or you can whisper to me on Twitch, and we'll get an address from you, and I'll forward that on to Asmodee Canada. You guys are great. Thank you so much for joining me. I have a couple of little graphic-y things to show you. Let's take that. I don't even know. This is the Discord that I talked about earlier, and it's overlapping my Twitch follower count, which is now at 8. Thank you very much, by the way, for getting me up to 108. That's wonderful. Cracking 100 is perfect, and I couldn't have asked for anything more. Well, I could have, but I'm greedy. Let me just quickly go into a different mode here and hide that. Twitch follow off. Is it off? No, it's not. Oh, there's the follow button. What am I trying to do here? I'm trying to... I don't know. I can't do it under pressure. I know where I'm trying to go. I'm trying to go here. There. Hide that and hide that. Yes. Good. I've done it. I've done it. Great. So that I can show you these graphics. Yes, that's the Discord channel. Really wonderful, lovely people in there. You don't have to be a Patreon subscriber to be on the Discord channel. It's open to everybody. But if you are a Patreon subscriber, then you get a special color on your name, and you get access to secret channels where I can show you behind the scenes stuff all the time. So if you were one of the Patreon followers, you knew that this was coming up because I showed you pictures of it ahead of time, and I showed you the box, the front of the box, and the back of the box, so you were totally in the know about it. Very cool. It's good to be in the know. If you want to follow me on Twitch, please do. If you want to follow me on YouTube, that's what the button looks like on YouTube. We're over 15,000 subscribers on YouTube, which is absolutely fantastic. And thank you so much for following me there and showing me that support. And just so you know, you don't have to pick. You can follow me on both platforms. Isn't that grand? It's free to do both. That would be lovely. I don't know how to raid people still. I'm still working on it, still looking into it, but as soon as I figure that out, normally I'd forward you to another channel. In the meantime, what I'm going to do is play my standard outro. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope that you'll join me possibly this weekend, but definitely next Tuesday for another work jam where I'll be putting together one of the videos that I mentioned earlier in the stream. Thanks so much, and we'll see you on the internet. My button's not working. It's a keyboard.